Hey everyone, and welcome back to a pretty little podcast. I'm Allie Violet Vixen Commissaro, and I'm here with one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, my
Hi,
favorite
guys.
podcaster in crime, Jessie.
Hi, guys. Welcome back.
So tonight we are psyched. We have Skylar Love on with us, a rising star in the music scene. Skylar is quickly making a name for herself with unique sound and powerful lyrics. Let's dive into her journey and get to know the artists behind the music.
Hi.
How you doing tonight?
I am good. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
That is
It's
so
Friday.
good.
Great.
It is Friday. So
Start to the
exciting.
weekend.
I know. Great start to the weekend. I love it.
So I just have to say, your dad sent me Holy Ground, and I just fell in love with it.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad. That makes me so happy.
The second after I listened to it, I sent it to Jesse, sent it to our producer, and I'm like, what do you guys think? Like,
That's all she's been talking about. She's like, calls me up and she's like, I am so impressed with this person. I need you to know we need to have them on ASAP. Doesn't matter if it's Friday. I promise it is worth it. And I was like, Allie, I 100% believe you.
Oh,
I feel like I'm so excited to hear like what's next, because with Holy Ground, I feel like that's one of those ones that one person catches onto that on TikTok. And it's got the coolest lyrics. Like, I just love it.
Yay, I'm so glad. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. I love like hearing that type of feedback. It's so nice. I love it. I'm so glad you like it.
So we got to hear about your backstory. What
Yes.
initially got you into music and started your journey?
Okay, so I started like really taking everything seriously and doing stuff when I was like 11. I've kind of just been singing my entire life. I've been writing my entire life. So it's kind of just always been in me, in my soul, just so engraved in my bones and my body. Yeah. So it's like it's just always been a part of me no matter what, but I think that I just really always have wanted to just do this and share things with the world like this because it's so important and music moves people and helps people, and I believe that everyone has a purpose here, and I feel like my purpose is to like reignite like the human experience, because I want to make people feel something. I want to make you uncomfortable. I want to make you like talk about the things you don't want to talk about with my music. So that's like my main goal always. But yeah, that's kind of my backstory. Depressing, sad. Just always like found I just always like found comfort and solace in music and in writing and in other people's music too. Like I love a good emo like song. I love emo music. I love to just cry and scream and sob and bawl my eyes out.
What are some of your go-to songs?
Oh, some of my go-tos. I have so many. I really love this one song. It's a song that just like always sticks with me no matter what. It's a Don't Forget the Sun by Get Scared. I love that song.
Okay, I'll have to.
Yeah, listen to it. It's a very good song.
Don't Forget the Sun.
Yeah, Don't Forget the Sun by by Get Scared. Yeah. And then I love anything like My Chemical Romance. I love Panic at the Disco. People always tell me I look like Hayley Williams, which is the biggest compliment ever because she's like hot as balls. Sorry, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here. Am I allowed to just say anything? Yes. Okay. Because I have no filter, so I'm like it's bad. But yeah, I have a lot of go-to songs. Yeah. No, I love music, and I always found comfort in it because I have really bad depression. I have really bad anxiety. I'm gonna take these things off because they're annoying me. But I have really bad depression, really bad anxiety. So writing about it is such a gift that people look for outlets where they can just feel free to be like expressive within themselves. And I just feel like I'm very blessed and grateful because I feel like without this, I wouldn't even be sitting here talking to you guys right now.
It's therapeutic for you and
yes,
for the listeners too.
Yes, which is so beautiful.
Yeah, I love
exactly.
that.
Yay!
It has all the elements. Like when I was listening to it, like I kind of was like a little bit with Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? I always say her last name.
You're saying that
Billie. Right. You were saying it right.
And I also heard a little bit of Ava Max.
What's her name? Is that the girl who sings "Sweet But Psycho"?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Like,
I've never gotten that before.
Like she always uses really cool words.
Yes. Words are cool.
Yeah, I really love it. So, what would you say is 3 words that you would use to describe your sound and style?
Oh God, that's a good question. I'm gonna like have I need to have an answer for that like off the bat because I feel like that's such a good question and I like want to have something. I don't know, uncomfortable, expressive, and spooky, haunting. Like you know,
I love that.
I just like always have been attracted to just like very like haunted like things, just like things that feel very haunting and I don't know, it's like a car crash that you can't look away from, like a train wreck so bad that you're like, oh, but I don't want to stop looking and listening.
I think that's relatable. I feel like everybody kind of feel like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but I don't think everybody talks about it, so it can be isolating.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like I just want to create such a, a tight-knit, beautiful, safe, warm environment where everyone who feels weird and creepy and uncomfortable and different. Like I am the most awkward motherfucker ever. Like I'm so awkward. I'm like but like when I go up on stage, I'm like rolling around and like throwing my body onto the floor and it's like so weird. I like turn on the Skylar Love switch and it's nice cuz I get to like forget about everything else and I get to forget about like what I was having anxiety about and just release it all, So it's a good thing. It is very therapeutic for me and it makes me happy to know that it's therapeutic for others to see and hear that too,
As far as going forward, what are you looking to play more live shows and
yes, always.
Are you looking to tour or
yes, everything there's so much in the works and that's so exciting to me because this is all I want to do. I work at Dunkin' Donuts right now. Like nobody wants to do that, like when they're trying to be a musician. But it's like, you do what you do to get by and
are delicious though. That is a nice treat.
Yeah, oh, I love me some
I'm
Dunkin' Donuts.
on the wake up wraps.
You're on the wake up wraps?
Yeah.
Those are such a bitch to make. I have to make them.
I'm so sorry.
I know, like it's torture. I'm like, oh, it's so bad. But it's okay. I do what I do to get by. I eat some donuts, like shamelessly.
Are you slipping like your mixtape? You need to start slipping mixtapes.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. I tell people all the time, I'm like, oh, I'm a musician. and they're like, okay, just give me my coffee. It's so uncomfortable, but I'm just like, okay, whatever. But I don't know. I love doing this, but I just like do that to get by. What was the question again? I literally forgot touring and all that. Touring. I don't know where I even got onto Dunkin' Donuts. There's so much in the works and it's like so exciting to say that because it's like something that I've just been waiting for a long time to just get the ball moving and getting that momentum. And I'm finally like releasing music that I'm so proud of and something that I like put my fucking blood, sweat, and tears and like farts into, and I'm so excited. And it's like this song that like you guys are gonna listen to that's about to come out. It means everything to me. It was about a situation that was like really horribly messed up and it was like about an older guy who like took advantage of me and I want to be honest and open about that because I feel like there's so many like especially women just who become so silent about that kind of stuff. Like when I was 11 I got sexually assaulted and so like sexual trauma and that kind of stuff is a very big prominent like topic of conversation in my life because for such a long time I've silenced myself and I made it an uncomfortable conversation to have when it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be comfortable in my body. I want to be like a snake that sheds its skin and turns into a butterfly, but not really because I'm a snake. But yeah, so I have my own fair share of issues, don't we all? But I definitely like, I'm so proud of this song lyrically and just instrumentally, just everything about it is just everything I wanted. It's such a, I don't know, it's such a punch in the face and in the throat. And yeah,
Now,
I
as
just
far
went
as
off on a
song,
tangent, sorry.
I think that's amazing because I feel like if more people talked about that kind of stuff, more people would come out about this stuff.
Yes.
I feel like there's so much if you eliminate shame, you can, that's when you can really start to heal.
Yes. A million percent. It's
relate. Like I feel like when someone's storytelling from a personal experience and puts it into the song like that, like you can relate to it even if you haven't experienced that. You can like experience that emotion. Like everybody's experienced that emotion with something, whether it's a breakup with a boyfriend or something more serious. Like that pain and you can relate to that.
Yeah, no, 1,000,000%. That's the thing. It's like once you get vulnerable, once you get all naked and vulnerable, it's kind of awesome. It's a very hard thing to do. It's so weird because I love talking. This is like my favorite thing ever. If I could talk for hours, I would. But I always struggled growing up, like just being like, yeah, this is how I feel, but yet I was so easily able to articulate my feelings and my emotions to my parents at such a young age, but then I would bottle it up and be like, no, can't do this. Like, can't show it. Like, it doesn't hurt me. And it was kind of like just the mentality of like, if I can't see it, if I ignore it, it'll go away and it doesn't exist. Like if I close my eyes, it's like, like when you're like hiding from like a monster under your covers and you're like, no, it's gonna go away. But it doesn't go away. It actually makes it worse. And bottling things up, if I could give advice to anybody, it's never bottle that shit up. Let it free. Set it free so you can set yourself free. Yeah.
Weirdest, like this is like weirdly relevant, everything you're saying, to this like moment I had with my mom. Whoa. So when I was 17, somebody tried to put me in their car, like put me in their van, and my mom, horrible.
That's horrifying. I'm so sorry.
I told my mom like 7 years later. And I told my mom, I was like, oh, I wanted to tell you this, but it spooks me so badly that I never wanted to tell anyone because it's so scary. And I feel like that's like the shame aspect. Even though it had nothing to do with me, that's the shame aspect. I told my mom and she
did they try to grab you or did they try to like
what happened is that they opened their door. They told me to get in the car. I said, no, my house is right down there. They told me like were threateningly telling me to get in their car. And I said, no, I live right down the street there. And they were like, get in and I'll drop you right back off. Get in and I'll drop you right back off. And they wouldn't leave. So I ended up running back to my house. It was like very scary.
That's horrifying. I'm so sorry.
But what, like the point of me bringing that up was that I went and told my mom years later, almost a decade later, she grabbed both my hands and she said, just the same thing happened to me when I was in 5th grade. And I didn't tell anyone about it until like 3 years ago. And she was like, I never told anyone about it. I never told your grandmother about it. I never told anyone about it. And she was like, and I'm proud of you I'm proud of you for only waiting 10 years when I waited my whole life to ever tell anybody about it. So I feel like my mom was able to tell me. She never told me that. My mom was only able to tell me that because I was open about what happened to me. So you have to be vulnerable sometimes for other people to get vulnerable.
Yes. Oh, a million. You couldn't have like hit it more on the head, for real. Like that is so true. You need to like, and it sucks, but it's kind of like you need that one person to like stand up and be like, like this happened to me. Like it's kind of like, with the whole like Me Too movement that was happening before. Like like, it took one woman, but it's like that one woman was fucking horrified to do that. Like, that was the bravest thing ever. And what did that cause? It caused a ripple effect. So everybody else felt comfortable and safe. And that's like the biggest thing, is that I just always want people to know, like, listening to my music, like it might, I think people, the thing about art is that it's up for interpretation. It's up for you to figure out whatever the song means to you, and that's the beauty of it. Whatever this thing means to you, it can mean that to you. But it's like, when I'm writing about it, like, I want you to know what I'm feeling too, and I want you to know that this is okay to talk about it, because I also feel like women for so long were so, like, and still to this day, like, are just silenced when they come out about these stories, and not believed and not trusted. Like, there's so many women who do get sexually assaulted, or they get raped, and they go to the court and they're like, oh, well, he's a bright young man. No, we don't give a shit. And it's like, oh, thanks. Like, now my whole life is ruined, and now I feel like an asshole because I came out about it, and I was trying to be vulnerable, and I was trying to be strong and brave. But my message is, I'm proud of everyone, and I'm proud of you for talking about it, because it's never such thing as too late to talk about your traumas. Never too late. You can always talk about it no matter what. And
I think depression is an important topic too. Like,
depression, yes.
So many people go through that, and they go through it silently.
Yes.
And I know I've lost a lot of people in my life through the years due to them not speaking out, and nobody knowing that they were suffering, and them suffering in silence. And I think it's important for people to speak out and know that it's okay to not always be okay.
Yes,
like,
yes.
You don't always have to be fine. You can be upset. You can be emotional. You can, like, have feelings and be human.
1,000,000%. Like, that was something that I like, because I've been struggling with depression since I've been like 10, which is so weird. And I hate that
get it. I think I was born depressed, and people that's how it works. I'm like, I don't know about that.
No, it's like, it's true, because it's a chemical imbalance in your brain. Like, it's not your fault. It's and like, now I'm on Zoloft. God bless. Like, it saved my life. I just recently went to the mental hospital back in January, and this is something that I just started talking about, because I feel like this is such an important conversation too, to talk about this kind of thing, especially mental hospitals, because there's so much, like, negative connotations around it, and it's so mean. It's like, I went there because I was brave enough to go get help. I was brave enough to say, I need this. I'm at a spot of weakness, and instead of taking my weakness as like a bad thing, I took it as like, no, this is good. And I'm a big believer of, sometimes you got to hit rock bottom because the only way left is back up. And it's true. And it sucks to hit rock bottom, because it can feel real lonely and real isolating. Been there, done that, and it probably won't be my last time because I do have depression.
I have had many a grippy sock vacation.
Yeah, grippy sock vacation. I still have mine. I love it.
Right?
They're actually very comfortable, and I had I was like actually so cool. I felt so cool because I was like, yeah, I'm walking around without like shoes on with my grippy socks, and then I felt not cool when I couldn't like shit in private. So I was like, never mind.
The downside of that, and when you get a roommate you don't vibe with.
I got a roommate, and she literally started touching my face in the middle of the night.
I don't like that's like,
oh, wait, whoa. We got to hear about this.
No, I literally
like,
woke
up to her like touching your face.
Yeah, first night, mind you, already like sobbing. Like, yes, literally terrified. Like, I am sobbing. I'm like, I don't know when I'm getting out of here. Like, but I like want to die, and I'm like already so mentally not there. Literally, I'm like butt naked because my parents drove me over there, and I was like wearing like my pajamas, but I wasn't wearing any underwear, any bra with it. They make you get naked.
Yeah.
And then put on a nightgown, and then wash your clothes.
They make you put on a nightgown, and you're walking around, and it feels very much like you're in
butt out.
Yeah, butt out, tits out, butt out. The thing, they do not close correctly, so it's like straight up, like your tits falling out the side, like ass cheek, like flapping in the wind.
I know, it's so uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Because I went at nighttime, so I was like, I'm tired. I've been crying all night. I'm just gonna go pass out, um, fall asleep, and then I finally fall asleep, and then all of a sudden I just feel someone touching my face, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. And she's like, oh my god, sorry, I was looking for the bathroom. I was like,
No, you were not.
like, my face is not the bathroom. Thank you very much. You can. It's over that way. Why were you going this way? Like, oh my god, that scared the living shit out of me. I woke up and I was like so scared, and somehow I fell back asleep. I don't know how, but I'm gonna praise myself for that because that was
That's
horrifying.
gotta be in the song. That's gotta be in a song somewhere. Like,
touch my face in the mental hospital. That's my song.
Oh wow, that's an experience.
It was scary. It was scary as hell. But I went I went for a lot of different reasons. It was kind of like an overdue thing, like something that I've always wanted to do. But something a lot of people don't talk about either is that so many people do want to go get help and go to a mental hospital, and they turn around and they go, "No, I have so much to do. Like I have so much of my life to do," and then they put it on hold and they put themselves on hold, which is something I did for so long. I wouldn't take any medication because I thought that I was like, not that I was too good for it, but I thought that I was like above it almost in my head. I was like, yeah, I can handle this. I can fight this. And
it's okay
like,
to make yourself a priority. And I think that's important that people know that. Like, it's okay to get help and make yourself a priority.
Yes. 100%. Like that's the thing. Like I just kept pushing off my own mental health because I was like, no, I can't. I have this to do tomorrow. And it's like that can wait. Like I need to get better.
I need like sure there is a tomorrow. You know?
Bingo. Exactly. Like, how about we make 50 more tomorrows and so on, you know, instead of like worrying about like what I have to do in 24 hours. But I finally went and it was freeing, got on my meds, you know, met some awesome, crazy people, and I loved it. I played the craziest game of Uno in my entire life, let me tell you that much. And it was a good experience. It was scary as hell to be in there because it did feel isolating and alone, but it kind of like was also like, I want to get out of here. Because especially since the food was so bad. Like the food was like god awful.
So bad. Yeah.
So bad. I was like, this is nasty food. And yeah, but I'm all better now. Kind of, you know, we're getting there. We're getting to a better place in my life.
I always say happiness is a direction, not a destination. So you just have to choose to walk in it. Walk that way every day, you know?
Yes, that's a beautiful thing. You need to like put that on a t-shirt. I have an idea that I want to like make a website called Put That on a T-shirt.
Yeah. Put on the butt some sweatpants.
Yes, 1,000,000%. I would so wear
that's
that.
what we should start doing. Things that we want to get across to like a bigger population, we should just start wearing it on our ass.
Oh, I love
straight across. Like get crop tops.
Warning. They put the nuclear warning message on booty shorts, and it was like, you know, the one. It's like this is not a place of honor. Like it's like in case they have this message on like nuclear waste facilities so that people don't go. It's like this is a place of this is not.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah. They put that on booty shorts, and I was like, they cooked with that.
That's funny. That's funny as hell. I love that.
If I had sold that, I probably would have wanted that.
No, we need to start putting inspirational messages on booty shorts. I think that's the best way to get this across.
Or like even like be kind.
Yeah, like be kind. Right on left boob, right boob. I love it. That's a genius idea. You guys need to start doing that now.
So we have to hear all about your EP when you release all your songs. It's Confess.
Confess, yes, that's what it's called. Confess. I know, so edgy and cool.
So as songs, like everybody's gonna get to hear the second song that's released for it. What is kind of your schedule for releasing the rest of it?
You want to hear something really bad? Is that I don't have one. I really like. It's so bad. I need to not say that and need to not like be like I need to pretend that I have like everything together. But I also think that it's good to know that I kind of don't. And I'm kind of just like, this is my first time releasing this kind of stuff like this. And I'm so excited and I'm learning so much. And I think even, you know, like my strengths and my weaknesses, it's all going to teach me something at the end of the day. So I'm so excited for the rest of the journey. But I know that Dirty Secret is coming out in what now? 3 days? Is it 4 days?
Mhm.
I can't remember. But yeah, so Dirty Secret, it's probably gonna be out when people are watching this, right? So
3.
that's crazy. And but yeah, I think I'm not sure if I want to do. I've been very like back and forth between doing another single or just putting out the rest of the EP afterwards because I kind of secretly want to aim for like late October, November to release it. Secret.
I think either way is fun. I've like
Yes.
seeing a lot of bands go both directions,
Yeah.
or they either have like every month they're dropping like a song from it and collective.
Yes.
As far as you said that this song is about an experience, like is each song on it like a confession that you're kind of speaking out?
Yeah. It definitely is. Like I wanted to like confess to me that was always the title from day one. It's so strange because this EP like went through so many like revisions in my head. Like there was supposed to be like 3 extra songs on it and then I like didn't do them. But those are for another time and that's the beauty of music. But yeah, they're it's all so like I don't know, can I say the track list? I don't know. I feel like I can. It's like Holy Ground, which I released, and then it's a song called Body Bag, which is very cool. And Body Bag is just like the feeling of feeling like discarded and just thrown away and like being put in a body bag for fucking nothing. Dirty Secret is about this really messed up guy that I knew that took advantage of me, which is really nasty. And then I have Teeth, which is like such a confessional song too. Like all of it is kind of just like me like spilling my guts. And then I have Fist Fight, which I wrote about a situation with a friend, and then I have Confess, which is just like literally me saying I have to confess. That's literally what the whole thing is. And I don't know, I feel like that's so cool because I'm a very like I love concept stuff. Like I adore Melanie Martinez because she's so like she has such concept
very
stuff.
much a concept artist, and
yes, 1,000,000%.
She's an era like.
Sorry, my like light is like so weird right now.
I love
Let me
concept
just tell
art.
you, I have listened to Melanie Martinez for a very long time, like since she was
Yes,
first on The View, like or not on The View, on The Voice.
The Voice. Yeah.
Yeah, like I just thought she was so unique and like I just
Yeah.
loved everything about her. It's so funny because now like my son's one of his friends, they're like, I love Melanie Martinez. Like she's just the ultimate performer. And I'm like,
She
wow,
is.
like that's awesome that she was on The Voice. I mean, it's
Yeah,
been
in
a
like
while.
2012, maybe.
Yeah,
I've been
that
listening to her since I've been like 10. So
she's still
it's a while.
affecting like I mean
People, yeah.
like 11, 12-year-olds. Like, I mean,
I know, it's
they're
amazing.
hard to attract. I mean, I know my son he's picky. Like
Yeah.
he either loves music or he's like, yeah, no.
No, 100%. I'm so picky with my music. Like, I will literally like look you dead in the face. I'll be like, no, don't like it. And then I feel so bad because I'm like, ew, that's annoying. But like, I
Yeah,
also love everything. Would
I
you
get
say?
it. I'm the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I feel so bad doing that because I'm like, oh, that's so like I want to love everything. And I genuinely do. Like I do like give everything a chance. But I also really love like weird experimental stuff. Like I like when you're being experimental with your art. I don't like playing it safe. Playing it
I
safe
get
is
it.
like no. Like let's just be weird. Like art is weird.
Art is
Like
weird.
I'm literally making noises with my like throat that people find pretty and I'm like writing over top of it. That's weird. Like that's a weird
So I
thing to
need to
do.
know, is there any plans for music videos?
Yeah, I do want to make more visuals. I do want to make more music videos. I did make one for Holy Ground, which I made with just me and my little sister, and it's something like we're both so proud of. And I loved having my little sister like help me with it because she's adorable. And also, you want to hear the most badass name ever? Her name is Karma Fire.
That's great.
Coolest name ever, and she was born on 10/10/10.
Wow.
Like coolest person ever. Anyways, I like
Uh,
glow about my sister. I love her, but she's like my best friend. But no,
How old's
she's
your
so
sister?
supportive. She's 13.
Aw.
Yeah, she's gonna be 14 next month, which is crazy to me and makes me feel weird, and I don't like it.
That's the age, if you're impressing her that you're doing
Yeah.
something.
Yes, no, it's so crazy because like she's genuinely like loves it. Like she literally asked me, she was like, "Can you like send me your EP so I can like listen to it at school?" And I'm like, "Of course." Like, I love you.
You're like, absolutely.
My number one fan. My little sister. I love her. She's amazing. But yeah, no, I definitely want to create more. I'm such a visual person. I love visuals. I have that thing synesthesia where you like see music and like colors and numbers and shapes and all that. So I am so visual when it comes to everything. So I definitely do want to make more visualizers. Music videos, when you're doing them independently and you have so many ideas, they're tough. And that sucks because I love making stuff. But I definitely hope to do more. I want to say yes, but I also want to say like it's gonna be more like visual
Man,
lizer
even the
kind of things.
titles that you just gave us
Yeah.
that are coming up, like so many visuals like came into my mind, like body bag.
Yeah. No, we literally bought a body bag off of Amazon, and the plan was to get a like dolly and like roll me out of
That's amazing.
and then unzip me. And like I was like, that's so fucking cool and badass. I was like, I want to do that so bad. So that will happen at some point. I have so many visual ideas. I love creating. This is my happy space. Like this is so exciting to me because I always keep this so like hush to other people because I'm like, am I annoying? Am I bothering you with all this information like to all my friends? And they're like, no, we want to hear about it. But then some people, like a lot of people I grew up with were kind of like, no, fuck you, like we don't want to hear about it, like, and it was so mean, and I'd be like, I just want to share my art, and so it's like so cool that like I don't know, you're like letting me sit here and talk about it.
I think
It's
it's
like so
awesome
exciting.
because with you, like you're so artsy that like I feel like the song is like the book version, and then
Yes.
once you do the video, like you're
Amazing.
because you're so descriptive in your song that I can't wait to see what you would do like visually,
Yeah.
like from
That's such a cool way to put it. Oh, I love that. That the song's like the book version. That's beautiful. I love that. That's so cool. Thank you. I really appreciate that. No, I'm so excited too because I can't wait to see what I get to do. I have so many ideas. I'm like, can someone just like throw money at me so I can create? Like that's how I feel all the time. I'm like, someone literally just give me like $1 million and I'll just create the craziest things ever. I have so many ideas. Like give me like Marvel movie money. And
Yeah.
I'll have so much fun for like hours. I'll never stop creating at that point. But yeah, I just love doing that kind of stuff. I love creating. I love making visuals. I love showing people like what's going on in my brain. Very little of it cuz if I actually showed all of it, everyone would be scared and run off. But but I love showing people just like how I see the song cuz I think that's very important cuz like I was saying, art is up for interpretation and that's the beauty of it. It's subjective and it is what you want to make of it. But at the same time, the artist, interpretation of it is the most important part and we should all listen to it and see that for what it is. So to have like a platform and a place to do that is just really cool.
Aw.
Yeah.
What was your most memorable moment from making this EP?
Whew, a lot of stuff. I think I think the most memorable moment for me though was being able to say being able to look at this and be cuz when I first made Holy Ground, I did it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is how I always envision stuff when I'm like writing on my guitar, and now I get to put it into production. And that was so exciting to me, and that was the first time I had done something like that, and at that point, I was on, like, a roll. Like, all the songs that are on the EP were all written and created, like, the demo versions. Well, actually, like, everything that you're hearing is all literally created within a day and a half, 2 days. Like, it's so crazy. So everything's very real time, and I can't
Straight
stress.
A's and like for vocabulary, because your
Wait, what did
vocabulary
you say?
is sick.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I was in honors English, like, so it's like it's really bad though because I curse nonstop. That's all I do is curse. So you're gonna like have to do like a million like beep. So it's my vocabulary is very large, but then at the same time I like replace everything that I knew with like the F word. See, dropping out of school, kids, is not bad. Okay, I still was in honors English. I love English. I love words. Words is my favorite thing ever. But anyways, sorry, I got carried away. But yeah, everything is so, like done in like such little time that I find that so cool because it's kind of like Alanis Morissette with like Jagged Little Pill, like how she like recorded it basically all in one day, and it's like coolest album fucking of all time, and it's like so many people do, like I feel like not enough people know that. Like that's such a cool fact to be like, whoa, she recorded that in a whole day. And I don't know, and it's just so cool. But anyways, I don't even remember the
Our
question.
viewers
What was the
love
question?
Easter eggs. Do you
Easter
have
egg?
do you have anything in your songs that like viewers can kind of listen for that maybe like you were in the studio and you
Oh
made a
yeah.
in?
When Confess comes out, there is a backwards message that I put in Confess.
Wow.
It's really stupid and really funny. Because the whole story to it that I can't say, but it's a little backwards message. And then also the bells at the end of Confess are very important, and it will play a role in my next project. So that's an important thing. Also, like I feel like a lot of my songs kind of connect to each other. Like I'm always telling a story with everything. I'm very, like you said, like my stuff is descriptive. Like I want you to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's cool. I really I always wanted to do like a stupid backwards message and something. I'm like, let me do this because that's funny. But yeah, so there is a backwards message in that. The bells play an important role. Um, everything's connected. That's what I'm gonna say. Everything's connected at the end of the day. So one day when I do make my album, everything's connected, and that's all I gotta say about that.
I kind of love that. Like I
Yeah.
love when it flows. Like even with Eminem's new album, like he basically told everybody, he's like, you got to listen to it
Yes.
like start to finish. Like I love when artists do that, even though you know that there's going to be all those people that go and like pull their song, and you might connect to one song more than others. But if you go into it and you're like hearing their whole story, I love that.
Yeah, a million. That's why I can't stress this enough. Always listen to albums like front to back. It's why they're put in that order. You know what I mean? Like I love it.
Last tracks too. Like
What'd you say?
Some of my favorite tracks are like the closing out tracks.
Yes,
Like
me too.
that hit, you know.
Oh yeah, it's always a big, like it goes out with like a big bang. I love it. I that's the thing. I'm very meticulous with things that I do. Like everything I do is done with intent and reason behind it. It's not just there to be there. Like even when I'm playing out live, like all like my set list, no matter what, it's always done for a reason. Like all the songs aren't there just because I'm like, I want to play this song tonight. Like it's because I'm still telling a story on stage, you know?
What's your favorite song to perform live?
This song that I have that's not on the EP, but will be on later projects and all that, called Godless. I have a video of it, I'm pretty sure, up online. I know I have videos of me on my Instagram. That's like I do this thing.
You
I
know
don't
what?
know.
You deserve props because I have so many people on here and they do not have all their music. Like when I'm posting, like for promo, they don't have their music on all of the platforms. Like they're either
Get your
not
music on
on
your
TikTok or not
platforms.
on Instagram. You are on everything.
Oh yeah, I'm on literally websites that I didn't even know I was on, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is, but sure. Like it's important. Get your music
It
everywhere.
is
Get your music
important.
out
It
there.
is so important. Like if I'm putting up your picture on my story, I want to have your music with it.
Yes, 1,000,000%. Get your music out there. Put it on everything and anything. Don't care. This shit's embarrassing. That's what I'm gonna tell everybody.
It,
This shit.
it made me smile when I went
Yeah.
on everyone and your music was right there. I'm like, yes.
Let me tell you something. When I would post everywhere and like I would do stuff like when I was younger, I had so much like almost like humiliation that went with it. I was like, no, no, I don't want everyone to know that I do this. Like,
Do this, yeah.
and I was like, yeah, shut up. That's stupid. That's lame. Like, I want everyone to know that I do this. Like, I've gotten to a point now where I'm like, no, I want like I'm a Leo. I don't know if you guys like astrology, but I love astrology.
I love
And
it, yeah.
yes, that's what I am. You know what I found out? That my big three, all fire signs. And
I love fire signs. They're spunky.
I know I am very spunky. I'm very annoying and an attention whore. That's
But
my takeaway.
I'm a Virgo.
You are.
I'm an early Virgo, so I'm like
Mm.
September 1st. So
Oh, so happy birthday, basically, like a
yes,
few
for
days
my
ago.
birthday week.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
it's your
celebrating
birthday.
her birthday all month.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what I do. I'm literally
Birthday
as soon as July happens, I'm like, it's my birthday month. My parents are like, shut up,
Like
please.
week's not enough anymore.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. Like I turned 19 and I'm like, so what you getting me? And my parents are like, love and a birthday cake. And I'm like, okay. No, my parents, speaking of my parents, I love my parents. They're so supportive of everything. Like literally so supportive. And that's the thing when I put out Holy Ground, I put it out like 6 days after my birthday. And yeah, my parents were just so proud and supportive. And it's so cool because like I talk to people about that and it sucks because I hate like seeing people who unfortunately have parents who just like can be such jerks about that and don't support them on that kind of stuff. And growing up, I never like understood that like people would be like, yeah, when I get older, I'm gonna have to go to college and I don't want to, and I'm gonna have to take over my family's business. And I was like, well, then just don't. But it's like not as easy as that. And so that was always like hard to like people, I feel like that kind of like made me a little unrelatable in a sense to kids like growing up, and that was a big thing for me. Like, and I hate to sound, I don't ever want to sound like that person that's like I was unrelatable and crazy and so different growing up. Like, but it's like, there were so many kids who couldn't relate to what I was doing because I was 12 and I was like, yeah, I know what the fuck I want and when I want it and I want it now. And kids when they were 12, they're like, I want to like eat dirt and like say
They're like,
bad words.
I'm here to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And
Yeah, literally. Like, and I was just like writing songs about heartbreak I've never experienced. And they were like, what are you talking about? But yeah, like I would have like grown adults crying and hugging me and being like, this is so good. And I would be like, I don't know what's happening. I'm like 12. But but yeah, it's like it's just one of those things where it's like my whole life people have always like been like, how do you do this? Like, how do you write this? Like, especially when I was like 13, like writing about I was 13 writing a song, still to this day, one of my favorite songs. I'm so proud of this endlessly because it's something I look back on and I see it now as like a 19-year-old looking back at like a 12, 13-year-old and seeing a 13-year-old write about like drug addiction. It's like, what were you talking about? You never experienced that or even were around that. So it's like such a crazy thing that I was able to talk about that and make people relate to that at such a young age when I myself never experienced it. But yeah, no, it's something that I'm super proud of. And but that's the thing. That's what I'm talking. It's hard. It sucks being different. No, but it just
You
like
know what?
sucks.
I love the artists that are coming out now speaking up. I mean, I don't know if either of you follow an artist named Sky Daddy,
No, I
but
haven't heard of them.
she speaks out like she's battled depression and like different things in her life. And she's like real big on TikTok and the different sites. Like, she is a big advocate for speaking out about your problems and getting it
Yeah,
out
good for
and
her.
being open about it and forming a space to kind of be okay, like
Yeah.
feel be in your feelings. But yeah, I think it's really important to have artists give you that space to feel their music and kind of get lost in it.
Yes, 1,000,000%. I literally was the reason I was in traffic, by the way, when I said like, "Hey, I'm gonna be like a few minutes late," and I felt horrible about that, but I was fashionably late, so it's okay. I have a cool shirt on. But but I was at this like little intimate show that my dad like won stuff to.
Oh,
And it was for this artist named Ash. And if you haven't heard of her, so good. She's so like it's like because I listen to like everything and I love it.
What kind of music?
But she's like it's very like 70s, but also like singer-songwriter. It's very cool. She's got a gorgeous voice, and I got to see her like up close. I was literally like at the stage. It was like if there was a barricade, I would be barricade. She was like staring at me and we were singing to each other, and I was like, this is so beautiful. But like it was just such a moment. And I literally had to give my I made a friend and I had to give them my vinyl and be like, "Can you get this signed for me? Because I gotta go." I was like, "I gotta leave." But no, but it was just such a moment, and I just really I like was crying because it was such a powerful moment, and I really was getting lost in like the stuff that she was singing about and the stuff that she was saying. And that's how powerful art is and music is just such a moving thing. And I find it so beautiful that like it can just touch so many people, not in a creepy way, in a cool way.
no, I love that, and it's so true.
Yeah, no, it is. And she struggles with a lot of mental health stuff, so she like kind of disappeared for a little while, and then she finally released an album, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I really recommend it. I think it's really good. It's she's just I love her songwriting. I feel like it's weird cuz I feel like I like kind of have a similar songwriting style, and I'm like and it's cool because it's like my songwriting style can translate to so many different genres, which is so cool cuz there's some like songwriting styles that like if you listen to like death metal, like you'll be like, I where how can this fit in any genre? And it's kind of cool. Oh my gosh, I'm like going dark, sorry. But literally like but it's like, you know, with her it's just like with me too, it's like, you can fit it in so many different genres and so many
Yeah.
styles. It's like where they do like the whole pop goes punk thing. I love watching those
Yes,
videos.
I definitely grew up with that.
Yeah.
I totally get it because I think like 90, not 90%, but a big 75% of what I listen to is death metal. So
Yeah. And I
there's
love it. I love that shit. I
so
love to just mosh and go crazy.
Just before the show, she was just explaining to me the difference between like death metal and deathcore.
yeah. I was like, we can do a core, like the core run through. I was like hardcore, deathcore, grindcore. I was doing all
There's so
like,
much. There's so
yeah,
many subgenres, and I get lost in
like the
them.
But I
core.
don't know them. I asked Jesse.
Yeah, you just I was like, you take core is just you take the genre and then you take one element from the genre and then you uh make it the main focus of an entire new genre, and that's the core. I was like, there
Got
is
you. That makes sense because, like, I think I've seen that like be done with other things, so I
mhm.
think I know what you're talking about.
I was like that. I was like, that's when I was like, let me tell you
Let
about
me
my
tell ya.
whiteboard. Yeah, no, I love it. I love
Do you
all.
guys know? Do you guys know Sleep Token?
Yeah,
Yes.
I love Sleep Token. Love
A
them.
lot of people throw them out that they'd like to collab with them.
Dude, are you kidding? That fucking guy's voice. Oh my god. I would literally like kiss him on the mouth. He's so good. Sorry, that was weird. Don't know why I
If
said
you
that.
if you were to collab with someone,
Like a
who
celeb.
would be a person?
Like alive or dead? Can
Either
it be
or.
alive or dead? Oh,
Actually, give one alive, one dead.
okay, one alive, one dead. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so badly, dead, like Amy Winehouse. I adore her.
That answer.
I love Amy Winehouse so much. She is such a big inspiration. She is like such a reason. It's so weird because she's such a reason why I am who I am. And
Did
like
you watch the new movie?
I didn't, because it kind of pisses me off. Like, because I'm kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. I feel like, I know that her dad's involved with it, and I kind of know her dad's a piece of shit and kind of didn't give her the help that she needed, which kind of makes me upset. And then on top of it, I don't know that they did a good job. Like, watching the trailer, I don't know if they did a good job like representing her as a person.
I feel like Amy always had like a grunge aspect to her. She was
Yes.
never perfect. She was
No.
never like Hollywood
Favorite.
Yeah, like, I feel like with the movie they kind of portrayed her as a little too perfect. Like I wish they had kind of had her makeup a little more smeared, and like that was the
that
only
was the
reason
beauty of her.
Not
My
saying
favorite thing about
Rush.
my favorite thing about Amy Winehouse, and I think this is like weirdly the most relatable thing ever. Like when I heard this, I was like, oh my god, I'm not crazy. This was like the you hearing something about somebody and then or somebody telling you about somebody and then it makes you not crazy.
Yeah, like validates you.
Yeah, validate. Now this isn't a good validation, but I was like, oh man, everybody's kind of like this. They took her to the James Bond, like they took her to a meeting for the James Bond movie that was happening at the time, and they were like, we want you to do a song for this movie, and the whole time she's taking notes, and then she's like, yeah, like this is what they're like, these are the vibes we want for the song for the movie. She leaves and she forgets the piece of paper that and they were really curious like what was on the notes, and they went over to it. It was her ex-husband's or ex-boyfriend's name written like 50 times. Like that's it. And I was like, wow, we all know how it is to be down bad. Like we all know how it is to be down bad.
I was just say, like I couldn't see her when like I couldn't see her doing a James Bond movie. It's just not her.
Could, because she had the for the sound. Lana Del Rey's like on those movies too. I absolutely could have seen her doing a single, not in the movie. It was a song for the movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like apart from the movie. Is she smoking a cigarette like against the like Bond car?
Yeah, being a gangster. That's
rolling the wall with the cigarette.
Yeah. No, I freaking love, oh my gosh, I love Amy Winehouse so much. That is like, for real, if I ever had a chance to go and do something with her, oh my gosh, I wish she was still alive so badly. Wish I could have seen her. I think the world freaking let her down.
You might get a chance to sing with her hologram.
No, I want to sing with the real thing. I want her as a person.
Okay, you know who's your one that's alive?
Oh yeah, who's my one that's alive? I'm sorry, I could talk about Amy Winehouse all day. I love her.
So could I.
Who's my one that's alive? That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like it would be okay. I feel like it would be really fun to. This is gonna be a really weird answer, but I think it would be really fun to collaborate with not Billie Eilish, but Billie Eilish's brother Phineas. I love his music so much, and I just really respect him as a producer, as an artist, as like a creative, and like a singer.
I didn't even know that he was.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he produces a lot of his sister's music originally. Yeah, he's a big producer. And he makes a lot of music, and he's pretty famous. Like, I think
his name's Phineas. He's so good. I love him. I adore him. But also like Billie Eilish. I want to marry Billie Eilish more than I want to collaborate with her like in marriage, if that's an option.
You have an album of the summer. Do you have like a soundtrack of the summer right now that you've really been bumping?
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, I like these questions. These are fun. I don't Oh, what's a good one? I feel like I really have been listening to Billie Eilish's album nonstop. But you know what I have been listening to nonstop? Chaperone's album. I think that's
so good.
It's a masterpiece.
I have been just walking around talking to my dog and being like, I'm a pink pony girl.
Yes. No, literally, it's so good. Like every song on there, gorgeous. And I love that one song, Picture You, on her album. And I love that she's talking about masturbating to someone, but she disguised it as a beautiful love song. Like that's so genius and awesome.
She's so creative, and her outfits and the people she draws from. It's very I feel like pop music was really boring for a minute for me.
Yes.
And then we have so many fresh faces who are doing truly creative stuff in you know,
I get the same kind of feel that I had for Lady Gaga.
Yes, yes, she's very Lady Gaga. Yes. I definitely think she's going to be very impactful. I feel like
think so.
I think that she's going to be amazing. You know, I really respect her. I think she's really cool. I love her one song too. My Kink is Karma. That's a good song.
That's a great song. I love that she came as Divine, dressed up as Divine. That was like so cool.
No, she's so awesome, and her costumes, like you said, very Lady Gaga. You know, it's very Lady Gaga, and I love it. But that's the cool thing about Lady Gaga is that so many people don't realize that she's a rock star. Lady Gaga, like Lady Gaga's a rock star. Like that, my favorite performance of all time. I will gush about this performance over and over and over again. The one, oh my god, I totally forget what award show it was on, but it was on an award show, and it was where she was singing Paparazzi, and then she had the blood pouch in her chest, and she squeezed it, and then like pretended to start bleeding. It was so controversial too, and I was like, that's what the fuck art is.
Was that the VMAs? I think that
maybe it was. I can't remember if it was like MTV, like Music Awards, or like it might have been the VMAs. I think that's what it was. But yeah, no, I love it. I love when art is controversial. I love when it causes an uprise. I love when it makes conversation, because I think that that's what art is supposed to do. You know?
She made so many waves when I was like a teenager, like when she came out of the egg.
Yeah.
The red carpet, and she wore the meat dress. Like,
yeah.
I was eating it up. I was eating it up Reese's Puffs over here. I was like, eating up. Yeah, I was all about it. And I loved it because it was like stuff my mom was like, just was really into some girl who was like wearing meat on the red carpet. Yeah.
It's such a funny thing.
So people from my town know this, but the one year, like, I really loved Gaga, and I was going out, and I was like a little club rat. The one year I decided I'm gonna do up Lady Gaga. Man, I drink Rockstar energy drink on like the regular, so I had a lot of like empty Rockstar cans. So I cleaned them all out. I put them in my hair and like did up the whole Lady Gaga look. I was called Ali Gaga for like the longest time because
Ali Gaga.
They remembered me going into the bar like with the big Rockstar cans, and I think I had like almost like a David Bowie. She had it in one of her videos. It was like a bolt sort of thing going down my face. But yeah, out of all of the costumes that I've done through the years, and I've done a lot, like that one just stuck with people.
That's cool though. I love that.
It was fun. It was fun.
Sounds fun. I want to wear the meat outfit.
The meat dress.
Yeah, the meat dress. I feel like to actually put on that meat dress. First off, I'd be scared. Like
it'd be heavy.
It would be heavy.
Can you imagine
and smell it so gross. Like how gross do you think that would smell? Because there's no way that they made the meat smell good.
I wonder how she did do that with the smell.
Yeah.
Like, can you deodorize your meat dress?
What a question. Can you deodorize your meat dress?
Yeah, like was it sealed so like the stench didn't like
I don't know. But I want those meat shoes. Those shoes that were made out of like the meat.
Oh yeah. Man, all of her shoes.
Like, her shoes are the coolest. She's
Jesse,
so cool.
You can wear those, right? What are they called? What are the shoes that are like the Jeffrey Campbell?
The ones with no backs. They look like horse feet.
Every time I see them, I think
I used to wear those like in I have a pair of them at my mom's. I haven't worn them in like since in like a decade. They're a pain in the ass, man. I don't feel like wearing my normal heels anymore. I'm at the point. But they were sick. I loved them, you know.
They look so difficult to walk in.
Yeah, they are. They were. I used to wear them, and then I called them sit-in shoes. They're like, oh my god, your shoes are so cool. I'm like, they're sit-in shoes. I'm not going anywhere in these.
Exactly. Like those are the types of shoes that you just go wear to make a statement, and then you're like, take these shit.
Yeah, I'll take the shit off.
Yeah. No, that's how I feel like.
The ones that are backless, but I have like the ones that look like a chess piece that like they're really skinny and then they go out and it's like.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're like along the lines. They have that like weird look when you're walking.
If I put on high heels, just regular ones, I break my neck, break all my bones.
It's strictly only for pictures. Like that's like those are like Instagram shoes. Like
yeah, for real, photo op shoes only. Because those I like. But there's people who walk around in high heels, and I'm like, I don't understand how you do. Like I would break my ankles and die somehow. Like it would be Final Destination.
Get down my deck. Like to do a TikTok, like I would have to put the shoes on at the bottom of the deck because like I would definitely be tumbling. Like they're tall.
No, I can't. High heels are bad. I don't like high heels. But
like,
I like
I'm good with the really tall ones if they're like the dolls kill, like the really thick.
Oh yeah.
Heel. Like I'm okay. Like I'm pretty good in them. Like I can at least go to a concert and wear them, but. Man, if it's like a stiletto heel or like no heel or like a very weird shaped shoe, yeah, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, it's scary. I just like I wear my sneakers and I'm good. I can't do anything crazier. The crazy shoe I wear is my Doc Martens. Like that's as crazy as I get, and I'm like, and that's not even that crazy. So.
But, oh my gosh, I can't even believe we're already at over an hour. Like
I know.
Have to have you on again and
please all I do is talk.
Like, yeah, maybe for your maybe the next time you release a song, maybe we'll have you come back on and just like chat.
I'd love that. I'd literally love that. I love this. This is my favorite thing ever. I literally wanted to start a podcast with my friend. I was like, I just want to talk. Please let me talk.
Fun. It's so
it
fun.
Is. It is. Do you guys love doing this? I can imagine you do, right?
When we first started doing it, I used to get a little bit nervous, but just because I wanted it all to be good. But now, like, I'm definitely learned to enjoy it, and I just go into it. I want to hear their story. I want to know about you.
Exactly. You have your whole little production thing. I was like, oh, she's professional. I loved it. Like you were sending me stuff and you were like telling me like, here's this happening. And I was like, I love it. On schedule, on time. I love it. There was a whole organization. It felt so awesome. And I was like, this is so cool. It made me feel special. So thank you. I just, this is so fun. This is my favorite thing ever.
So
and I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Everybody has waited for. Jessie, are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
Skylar Love's Dirty Secret.
I didn't believe in anything until I found out that you had got. I need to set this room on fire, and then I'll sweat my high off. It's clear to see that I'll do just about anything that you want. Changing up my behavior got me crawling up the wall. I'll be a dirty secret, but don't expect it to last so long. I'll sit between silence and anger, and I don't know where I belong. I'll drink one more bottle, but by then I'll already be gone. Kiss me one more time, toothpaste mixed with alcohol. Do you want me? Do you love me? Would you put someone else above me? Do you want me? Do you love me? Would you put someone else above me? Do you want me? Do you love me? Would you put someone else above me? Do you want me? Do you love me? Would you put someone else above me? Shut up, put your money where your mouth is. I never really know what I'm getting. You never really know when to come through. And I just wanna know what I'm getting from you. Come on, put your money where your mouth is. I never really know what I'm getting. You never really know when to come through. And I just really, really, really wanna know you. Shut up and put your money where your mouth is. Do you want me? Do you love me? Would you put someone else above me? Do you want me? Do you love me? Would you put someone else above me? Shut it up and put your money where your mouth is. Never know what I'm getting. You'll never know when to come through. And I wanna know what I'm getting from you.
So good.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Tell me, what do you think?
Like
I
I
love-
went into it and I told Dennis, I was like, I cannot hear it beforehand. Like, I went through a blind reaction. Like, I love it. I
Yes.
just absolutely love it. Jesse, what?
I love that you did the interlude stuff and then you layered the vocals. When
Yeah.
I came in, I was like blown away. So good. So impressed. You know, you have a lot of direction on what you were doing. Like everything was very like you can tell you know what you're doing when you're making music.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. That's such
It's
a
like
compliment.
up to the hit. Like you
Yes.
felt it like working up and then it just
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I wanted it to feel. This is like what I was talking about, like with like I want you to know how I'm feeling. And I think a big thing too is that like I want you to know how I'm feeling, like even like when it comes to like listening to the song, not just visually, like, you know, like that buildup is like truly like how I felt like in that moment with that like horrible situation, you know? It's like so I felt that way. Like and then it just kind of like all came out in this like giant pit of rage. And you know, I mean fit of rage, I meant fit of rage. Had to correct myself because my mom's gonna watch this.
the strange part is even going into it, knowing what it's about, like it still has a sexy vibe, which that might sound
Oh
weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Like I was still like visually like I was like, this is a sexy song. Like
Hell yeah. Like let me reclaim that because I need to for
Yeah.
myself.
oh, so good.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. I appreciate that so much. I feel like I feel like a lot of that is definitely like it's driven with a lot of like I don't know, like almost like being sexually liberated, you know? Like being like fuck yeah, I'm a woman and I have boobs.
I feel it in that song. That was so good. And
Yay.
I'm so glad that your dad sent me Holy Ground.
I'm so glad.
And we got to have you on because
I'm so glad.
it's so great. as far as your music, where can people go to find you?
You can find me everywhere under official Skylar Love .com. Everything's there. Also, my Instagram is official Skylar Love. Skylar's with an A. I think this whole thing is like down here.
Spotify, on all
of it. Stream the living crap out of it. Yeah, just everything's under Skylar Love, SKYLAR Love, LOVE.
Join the movement.
Yes.
Go on some songs and let her know your confession.
Yeah, confess to me. I have a little number that you can text. So go on my website and you can find the number and you can text me.
We should start that hashtag, confess to me.
Yes. Hashtag confess to me. That's what I want. Everyone to confess their craziest thing ever. No judgment here. I mean, like, unless you like killed someone, then like I'm gonna judge you and like call the cops. But hopefully you didn't do that.
Don't confess too much.
Yeah, don't confess too much, but just confess the right amount.
As far as, do you have any shows that are lined up? Are you?
I'm playing the Nashville Fair tomorrow, so that's kind of late. Nobody's gonna know about that. Well, they're gonna know about it, I hope. But I have some shows coming up in October. I'm not exactly sure where they all are at. I'm really bad with that kind of stuff. Like my dad literally will tell me and I'll be like, wait, that's today? And I'm so bad with it. I have to get so much better at it. And I'm working on it. And someone praised me for it the other day. They were like, good job. You posted like actually 3 days before your show and not the day of. And I was like, you're welcome. Now you know. But yeah, I definitely will be posting everything about it. So go follow me on Instagram, Skylar Love. All my stuff is under official Skylar Love. And yeah, I'll have all my updates under there.
Go on TikTok. Holy Ground's on there.
Yes, Holy Ground is on TikTok.
Dirty Secret on there soon.
Yes.
Let's see some duets and some TikToks.
Fuck yeah. I'm so ready. Thank you guys so much for this. This was so much fun.
Oh,
thanks for coming on.
Of course. Seriously. Please. Anytime. Oh my goodness.
And anything that you have coming up that you want to get out there, definitely send it our way. And
yes. 1,000,000%.
Love to have you back on in the future. And
yes.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me a place to share it. I appreciate it.
And we're going to release this on Monday. So
yes.
We will send everything over your way. So as soon as your song drops, you can post this up on your pages too.
Yay! I'm so excited to show everyone this and listen to my annoying voice
right now.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
My head looks really large and it's freaking me out. Sorry if also my lighting was so annoying multiple times. I tried to keep it consistent.
You were great.
Okay, good.
We love talkers.
That's all I am. That's all I do is talk and write. So it's bad and good, you know? But yes, anytime you need a talker.
Yeah, definitely keep us updated with everything in the future. Yeah. And thank you for coming on and sharing your story.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us another week. We can't wait to see you next week.
Definitely, everybody have a great night and thanks for tuning in, and make sure you go on any of the sites and follow Skylar Love. Seriously, Holy Ground, great song. Till next episode. Love you, Jesse. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.